Hey, good morning everyone and welcome to shortsalepowerhour.com. That's Kevin Kaufman. I've got quick fingers on the remote button. I'm Fred Weaver. We're Group 4610 and you're watching Short Sale Power Hour.
Quick shout out to Rick Jihad. Rick, you mentioned in your blog post on Friday you were looking for a remote for your camera. By the way, if you haven't checked out RGTV or rickjihadtv.com, I urge you to do so now as soon as this episode is over.
Yeah.
Rick, I gotta tell you, man, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's nice to not to have to get up in between episodes, but who cares about walking in front of the camera, buddy? Just be yourself. That's all I have to say.
But Rick, I will actually solve your problem. You can go to our resources page, and we have some resources up there.
But he doesn't have a Kodak, though.
One of them is not this, but you click on any one of the resources on the page, it'll take you to Amazon, and then you can do a little search by your specific camera for a remote, and I promise you Amazon has it.
Absolutely.
Amazon has everything, dude.
They do. Deodorant.
Yeah, you can actually buy Negotiators now, like Negotiators that some of your major banks have fired and let go. They're actually on there for a bargain. They're under the used category in section, but they're up there.
Wow.
Well, I wanted to talk about Negotiators today, Kevin, so I thought that'd be a really nice
segue, buddy. I like it.
So here's the deal. Had some interesting experiences last week in regards to Negotiators.
Okay.
I talked to the Joe Campos of the world at
Joe Special.
I won't even use the bank's name. We'll just leave it at Joe Campo because it almost sounds like a fictitious name, even though it is.
It's his stage name.
It's just interesting how the Joe Campos of the world are interested in fighting with you
and making things hard
and
when they
making
don't have
things
to be
difficult. And you know what? I just got off the phone 2 minutes ago with a lady at Bank of America. Now, I'm not saying this lady's more intelligent than Joe or anything else.
But, I would. I've spoken to both, and she's way more intelligent.
But she clearly was interested in helping.
Yeah.
And rather than just shutting my file down and counter-offering me and all sorts of crazy stuff, she told me that she was interested in getting the file submitted to the investor for approval.
Right.
And so I just think it's kind of interesting, and I just thought maybe we'd talk today on this difference. And here's the deal. The people that want to help you, I encourage you to treat them very, very well. I got another phone call today from our friend Kathy at Wells Fargo, and it actually had nothing to do with the short sale file. I haven't talked to Kathy.
Just like checking in.
I haven't talked to her since the end of November, like around Thanksgiving.
You know what? Despite the fact that I think Wells Fargo, just like everybody else, makes some mistakes.
Oh, they make mistakes. Everybody does.
Why is it that they are head and shoulders, from a customer service standpoint, above everybody else in the management team?
Well, I mean, that's another topic.
It's not even close that there is not one other management team on the face of the earth that stands out like Wells Fargo. Now, Matt Vernon, when he was at B of A, or still is at B of A, when he was in the short sale department in REO, he did a great job. Dave Sundlin does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And B of A's come a long way. I'm not making fun of them, but you take a look at overall the management staff.
You left out that other really large lender.
I'm not. They remain nameless on our bank.
Oh, okay. Then the nameless lender. Okay.
Yeah. It's it's abundantly clear of the culture and just the type of leadership that's inside of Wells Fargo, and I appreciate them for that.
Yeah. Well, here's the point I wanted to bring up today. You know what? The negotiators that treat you really well and want to help you, make sure you thank them because they are huge resources and help to you in the future. Like, seriously. The ones that don't, you can choose and adapt whatever program fits you, but I just have this literally no tolerance policy now. I don't come in looking to pick fights very often. Like, it's very often that I'm the one starting the fight. Sure. It usually is somebody not wanting to work with us and just say no and close the file down. And then I'll fight with you all day long if that's what you want to do. But you know what? Those people have a no tolerance policy, zero tolerance, and I'm just immediately going to your manager. I will make you look bad in such a way that somebody in your company, even if it's a bad company, even if it's a company that remains nameless, I still know that they'll close and approve short sales if I get to the right person. And so it's finding the yes person. And you know what? You can easily have it out with those negotiators that want to cause problems, but that really isn't the solution. You know, now, I'm not saying you just take their crap either, but what I am saying is that you got to appreciate the people that are really good to you, and the ones that aren't, you need to go find better people. Because you know what? I just mentioned a moment ago, or maybe I didn't, but in my head I was thinking of a bank like PHH. People out there have big problems with that bank, like huge problems. But you know what? I've talked to pretty much, I don't know, 8 to 10 unhelpful people at PHH over the last couple of months. But I found one person.
You found the one helpful person
that is extreme, and there's probably a lot more. I mean, but what I'm saying is that I found more that weren't helpful than that were, and I've treated that person extremely well, and I've thanked them upside down and backwards, and I appreciate what they've been able to do for me on my PHH files, despite the. I mean, I'm not trying to pick a fight with PHH, but despite the incompetence and lack of care from other people inside that company.
No, it's a good point.
You know, and I understand there's incompetent people that don't care in every company. That's not what the episode's about, to pick on people. But you know what? I encourage you as an Outback-minded person who's negotiating short sales every day to find the great people inside the company, treat them really well, thank them, and get on a personal level with them if you can. And then we did that way back in 2008 with some people, and it closed hundreds of short sales for us.
Yeah, it still pays off for us today. I mean, that's a tried and true tactic, if you will. So, and it is a tactic. It's also just a good way to live your life.
So I have a couple of closing announcements before we wrap it up today. We're gonna have some more really good tactics coming up for you later this week. But my first closing announcement is this: a lot of you watch our daily show directly from YouTube or on our app. And if you didn't know, we have an app. You can actually go into the App Store on your iPhone or your iPad and search Short Sale Power Hour and download our free app. Yes, we're generous and kind. We paid for it and we offer it for free. But a lot of you, because you watch it on our app or on YouTube, or maybe you just somehow else find this video, you've actually never been to shortsalepowerhour.com. And I encourage you to go there today because we have totally revamped our website.
Completely revamped.
And last week I made a couple comments about it, and most of the people thought the comments were about the backdrop.
The pictures in our backdrop.
And it's not, when I was talking about the new look, I wasn't talking about the backdrop.
We're talking about all the stuff outside.
I was talking about the website itself. Yeah. So we'd love your feedback on the website. We've got lots of resources and tools on the website. You can actually check out our main website. If you go to shortsalepowerhour.com, but you click on the logo in the top left corner, that'll direct you to our real estate page, group4610.com, and I encourage you to check it out and give us your feedback. We'd love it.
Absolutely. And January 21st, guys, is approaching like you wouldn't believe, rapidly.
It's like 10 days away.
Yeah, Phoenix area, Scottsdale, Arizona School of Real Estate and Business. You're going to want to be there. It's called Short Sales Uncensored. Myself, Fred, Brian Gubernick, the three top authorities on this subject matter in the entire state of Arizona. And yes, I just said that. The three top authority figures on this subject matter.
It's about the only subject matter we're authorities on, so we promise we won't sell you anything else. But
and championships, go Lakers. In the entire state of Arizona, guys.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know you played for the Lakers.
I did.
Oh, really?
Before I got into real estate.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's it's funny because I've seen you shoot a basketball. You must have lost those skills in the last year.
You don't have to shoot to be a good player. Anyways, guys, 21st, be there. You don't want to miss it. Short Sales Uncensored. I'll just give you a little teaser right now. You want to know what the mortgage insurance companies are thinking? Like truly the vice presidents at high level in a mortgage insurance company, you want to know what they're thinking about when they ask us for promissory notes or cash contributions? Come to class and we'll tell you exactly, because we'll tell you in their words, not ours.
Yeah, in fact, we might just play like a 15-minute phone call for you and let you hear it all.
Absolutely. So you guys do not want to miss it. Recorded phone calls, bank strategies, absolutely out of control short sale event like you've never been to or even heard of before. That's why it's called Short Sales Uncensored, because we will not share anything outside of this class. It will only be behind closed doors.
Hey, and if you liked our website a lot, make sure you give a shout out to our webmaster ninja Drew and all of his webmaster ninja elves. I just called him an elf. I can't wait to see Dustin's comment. So give him a shout out, and you can also check out the Ninja page on shortsalepowerhour.com for more info if you want a website or you want to do more marketing like we do. That's it. Let's wrap it up. 1, 2, 3. Short Sale Power Hour! Short Sale Power Hour! Crush it! Aren't you jealous, Rick G.